All right, Alico 3, let's do a PSA order. This one's 25 to 30 cards. There's some neat stuff in this order. The grading was, the last PSA video I uploaded, it was a tough grader. This one was much better. Just, I don't know. You guys will see when you see the cards, I guess. We'll start off with, I think it's the lowest grade in the order. The mother load, but I didn't have high expectations. I had like 8. I was thinking an 8 maybe on this one. It's kind of like a die cut Griffey. Probably send it to Boca because I think it's a little better than a 7. But the mother load Griffey. Leaf certified. These typically have scratches right there on the front on this silver around Brady. So I can't remember what this one looked like, but it looked decent enough to where I was gonna send it in for $50. I mean, to me, $50 isn't cheap to grade a card because I come from the era of grading cards like this for like $10. So at some point things should maybe correct themselves a little bit. Grading fees should come back down, because card values have dropped so much. You would think grading fees can't just stay up here and card values continue to dwindle. I guess it could, but it doesn't make sense really. So here's the Breeze Pacific. This was marked as a 9 snap. Lots of experience with the Pacific Brady. Bottom blue edge is where you get your chipping. And this one looked very clean. I just didn't think it was good enough to get a 10. So Pacific. This was a big win. So this was actually, see if I have the label. It was SGC 8.5 that I think SGC, I thought they graded it a little harsh. So I just wanted to see because I thought it looked like a 9. So 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson. Last time I checked, this card was around 2,000. Well, we'll post the price on this one for sure and just kind of see where it's at now. It might be a little less. It could be like 2,500 too. Sign of the Times. It just has that thing because I think it should be an 8.5 or a 9. But I'll look closer at it. Don't just get jumpy with your cards if they come back and you think they were graded too low and just snap it. Always take a look at the card in the slab, because sometimes during the slabbing process things can get dinged or messed up, so you don't want to pop a card out and then you realize it's actually lower than it's slabbed as, if that makes sense. But this is one of the bigger cards in the order, the Soto Gold. This one was just I don't know, it just looked great. I didn't see any chipping on the front. You always see chipping on the top right and left corners, and on the back sometimes there's minor imperfections, but this one just looked like a 10. So I sent it in. I got a 10, and that's how it should work out. Just give the card a grade it deserves and call it a day. Refractor LT. This one, I think this could pass as an 8 or an 8.5. Dimple, off-centered. Top to bottom's decent, but it's not that great really. So I think this is kind of a generous 9. And the off-centering is slight, but it's definitely there. Most of those do have dimples though, so this was a really cool one. I bought this raw. I thought I was gonna get a 9 or a 10. I just, like I say in every video, it depends on the grader. If this was in the last order, it probably got an 8 or a 9, but this time I got a 10. So Gold Refractor 04 Frank. Bought it raw, maybe like $150 or so. But that'll definitely go into the collection. I like Frank. Here's some thicker cards. A couple of these Calvin Ultimates that were clean. I had them both, in the 8.5, 9 range. So the Ultimate Collection Cal to 99, just a fantastic card. Here's the second one. So Very pleased with those ones. I thought they were graded fairly. Got the Breeze Bowman's Best. Gets a 9. That's solid. Bowman's Best Breeze. This card last check was around 600, 700 maybe at the top. But it is Bowman's Best. It's on card. It's a nice looking Breeze rookie auto. Here's the Ultra College Greats preview auto. And that one also got a mint 9. There's no card number. It's like the Rogers Finest from '05. Vanguard, this is one I thought was an 8, 8.5, and maybe if a generous grader would give it a 9, but 762 numbering on the Vanguard. Here's a random card that slipped in here. Certified RPA of Kyler, 199. That's the base version. Notice how the background's white and there's no coloring really. But 9 on a thicker card is solid. Cool Tomlinson Bolt. This one got a 9. That's the Spa Future Watch to 500. I think there's 2 of these in here. Yeah, there's 2 of these. So we'll show these back to back. One's a lot better. They got the same grade, but one's better. Yeah. All right. So here, this one got a 7. See that white chipping there? And then the second one, I thought this was like close to a 9. See how that right edge is clean? And the rest of the cards, just nice for this set at least. I don't think it's gem mint, but I think it's really close to mint or 8.5. So yeah, I think that card's severely undergraded. Sometimes that happens though if you send the same card in. This is one that I thought, it's just a nice example. Just look closely at that one. The top right and left corners. The back where it's dark doesn't really have any chipping. I really thought this one was going to get a 9. So the LT Contenders ticket gets an 8. Here's the Hollow Optic Burrow. Not sure the value on this card. It's probably $600 or something in a 10. I didn't know if it would get a 10. I thought it was good enough, but it just it could have easily gotten a 9. Chris Paul SPX 750. Gets an 8. You got the gold medallion Brady. I thought this one was overgraded. See that? See that snowing? Yeah, I actually had this one marked lower. Just because they're usually tough on the surface like that. The rest of the card's nice. I think the back's clean too. But typically a card like that would not pull a 9. Just from my experience grading cards for 12 years, sending them in. This was pretty spot on. The 254 Brady gets an 8. These have cooled off somewhat. $500-600 now. I think they were close to like 800 or 900 at one point. Scripps. This is nice. Peterson. Probably not a crazy high print on this card. I bet there's only 100 or 200 of this card in existence. So a PSA 9 on it. Solid. So Super Scripps. Peterson. Bichette Black. This is one I thought would get an 8 or a 9. Just a little white on the black corners. So could it get a 9 on a resub? Sure. I just don't think it has any chance of getting a 10. But it's probably a really high quality 8. Another LT. This one, I think it looks a little better than the last one we saw. Yeah, the centering's better on both ways, and I don't really see a dimple on the front that's that bad. I mean, there's a minor thing right there, but the back too. Yeah, I think that one has better eye appeal than the last 9 we saw. So something to consider if you're buying cards. Ovation gets a 10. Slightly faded autograph, so you would probably pay a little less if you were in the market for this card. But Ovation in a 10. Vic, that's 250. The world premiere. I was surprised by this one. I just don't expect to ever get a 10 on a Topps Chrome 2001, but this one got it. So I sent 3 in, got 2 9s and 1 10. And the pop's got to be low on this card, probably under 20. So LT Topps Chrome PSA 10. And then this is the most expensive card in the order. Topps Chrome LeBron. I think at one point these were like 20,000 or something, but they've dipped down to like maybe 7 now or something, which is still a lot for a base LeBron. But it is LeBron. It's Topps Chrome. It's highly sought after. So, obviously this order was much better than the last one. So we'll see what happens going forward. But that was the grades were really good in that order. But that's it.